Facebook and YouTube. It is so amazing to be seeing you guys again here today. Our beautiful economic warriors from all around the world. You are watching the Coffee Shop Conversation Show for Entrepreneurs. I am Nastine.
You sure?
I'm not sure right now because I'm so nervous because we have so many VIP guests with us today.
That would obviously make me Peter.
We are the co-founders of Explore Protech Entrepreneurial Haven, and we bring this coffee shop show to you every single week without fail. This is your one chance every single week that you have to connect with entrepreneurs from all over the world for free. Mahala. Beneath. So yeah, we create the space for you every single week. You can literally come and connect with other entrepreneurs in the comments. We try to have some fun speakers and panelists on the screen, and we chat about stuff. It's literally like we're going into a coffee shop together and you're chatting to your best friends in the whole wide world, except we're all entrepreneurs and we're all talking about entrepreneurial stuff. So we are here to give you our best value. Like I said before, I'm so nervous right now because we have so many amazing VIP guests on the show today. This is incredible. I can't wait to share them with you, but let's get going with sharing some value with you so we can get to know the amazing people on the screen right now. So, panelists, if you are ready, what I need you to do, if you're happy to engage on this conversation, it's all about collaboration and networking and the benefits thereof. Any value you have to give, anything you have to say on this topic, we are so excited to hear from you. Please put your heart up on the screen if you want to share something, and me and Peter will cue you into the conversation from there. We can't wait to hear from you. So now will be a very good time to start hitting those hearts. Otherwise, I will continue speaking like this for the rest of the hour. Thank you so much. Yay. Let's go with Isis. First up, all the way from the US. Isis, go for it.
Thank you. Well, you know, if we're going to talk about connecting and collaborating, that's how I ended up here. That's how I've met you today. And it's such an exciting opportunity to be able to grow our network. And it's COVID developed an opportunity for us to look at the challenges and see opportunity instead. And that was how we took what was happening in Keene, New Hampshire, and drove it literally around the world with something that had started off with probably 20 people coming together at a place called Local Burger and eating local burgers together. And we took that concept and we said, well, if it works with a group of 20, why can't it work with a group of 400? So we're just super excited to be able to be here with you and to be hearing all these different accents. Of course, you all have accents to me, right?
Thank you so much, Isis, and it's so good to have you on the show today. Guys, that is Isis Latham from EvoBiz Devo. Did I say that correctly, Isis?
You did. Thank you. Perfectly.
Fabulous. Amazing to have you guys.
I really love how traditional networking events, even though they may have started off as a few people, like Isis just said, having a burger, have actually turned into something extraordinary. I think that's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, who doesn't want to go network with a network that started with eating burgers? Like, that is so amazing. Like, that's as good as it gets, right?
That's as good as it gets.
Amazing. Okay, cool. Next up, let's move to Canada, shall we? So let's go with the one and only Carrie. Take it away. What do you have to say on this topic?
Well, you know what? Networking is so important to businesses, and collaboration is so important to businesses. You know, we've been in the networking realm here for well over a decade. I love how Isis said eating burgers. Somebody asked me one day why I work so much. I said, work? When do I work? For a decade, all I did was go around and eat food in restaurants and you know, drink coffee or beer or you know, It was the best job ever. I mean, and then when we went online, we were actually doing the research to go online since 2017, and we went online in 2019 with our first groups. And when COVID happened, it was just the natural progression to move it online, because networking works. And if you work your nets, if you get out there and you actually meet people, get connected, do follow-ups, go through the steps and the processes of networking. Networking really works. In fact, when we got started, we found this survey that was done by Forbes, where they surveyed 7,000 businesses of different industries and found out 80% of businesses did not network. And we also found out that 80% of businesses go out of business. And we immediately were able to draw a correlation between those numbers, because at CIBN Connect, our business owners weren't going out of business, right? And we found that true in other networks as well. Then they don't go out of business as much when they network, because it's a steady stream of marketing, and it's a steady stream of new business coming in, and it's a steady stream of meeting each other and missing out on mistakes, because, Siobhan Fitzpatrick told me something that made me stay in business longer, and knowing Peter and Estine, they connect me to someone that got me, brought me a client. And then I met a great coach like Stephen over there. So I didn't, lose my shirt by making stupid decisions. So networking literally saves lives. And that's what we're here to do today. Save lives. I'm so excited. I'm Carrie George with CIBN Connect. Hope you come check us out.
Carrie, did you practice before the show?
No, but I have talked in front of people about, I don't know, more than 10,000 times. So it should be a done deal by now.
That was amazing. And we're so excited to have you here with us today. Thank you so much for being here.
I loved it, but I'm still thinking about that burger.
Yeah, go get burgers out of your mind.
Burgers out of my mind.
But Carrie mentioned beer as well, so. I mean,
Carrie
literally, guys, this is no joke. We have about 10, 12, I don't know, so many different networking owners on the screen right now. The power, like in this room right now, is absolutely incredible. Yeah. It's insane. And this all happened through networking.
Well, I think that, obviously relationships. For me, it's all about relationships, building those relationships, creating those connections. Who better to actually meet with than people that specialize in networking? They specialize in those relationships. They know the people you need to know. Where else should you be going?
Yeah, if there's one coffee shop show where you actually just want to go click, 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 click on all the little LinkedIn links in the description below, it's this one. I guarantee you. Let's move on to one of our most amazing networking owners. We had a mixer with them just the other day. It was absolutely incredible. Carolyn, coming to us all the way from Canada.
Yes. Oh, that event was so incredible. I was actually speechless. And when am I ever speechless? Hey, Peter and Estine?
Not a lot of times.
Not very often. You can talk to anybody who knows me. And, people who are going to be watching this, the way to grow your business, it's exactly what Peter said. It's through creating those significant, meaningful relationships of people that know you, that you know them, they trust you, and they don't just like you, they kind of love what you do. So what we know here, all this wisdom in this room right now, all this knowledge, all this experience is going to bring you success, because, there is no competition. We all know that on this call, truthfully. And it's coming together that makes it better. It's coming together to collaborate for a purpose, for a concept, to serve businesses around the world. And all of us are focusing on a global connection with businesses, which is extraordinary. And when Susan and I thought of the Grand Connection, standing at the Grand Canyon on March 15th, 2020, we had no idea that we would be experiencing what we've had happen in the last 2 years. Thousands and thousands of businesses and these extraordinary people in this room right now. And the truth is, I love learning from Nestine and Peter. I love learning from Carrie, from Soban, and the other ones that I haven't met. Bernie is a part of our community. I'm a part of Carrie's community. So it really is about coming together to be stronger, to be more innovative, and receive that extraordinary support to grow your network and your business. And our 3 core values are connect, create, and collaborate. And to me, that's everything in business, because you don't have to do it alone, people. There is so much support out there. There has never been a better time to be successful ever in business. And I've been hanging out with business for over 40 years. This is the time. So, join us. Thank you.
Love that so much. Thank you so much for sharing, Carolyn. Okay, guys, so we've had burgers, we've had beer, we've had connect, create, and collaborate. Let's go to Scotland next. Super exciting. I'm probably going to say your name wrong, but Siobhan, please correct me.
That was a good try. Thank you, Nestina. It's Siobhan is how you pronounce it. So it's like a V. The BH is pronounced like a V. And I'm actually calling from Ireland. So although we sound, our accents are very, that's all right. We are about learning here, and we're about connecting. And I think what you're demonstrating right now is it doesn't matter where we are in the world. We are right here together, from Canada, East and West Coast, to America, to Ireland, to South Africa, and all the way in between. So just to go on the back of what everybody else has been saying, one of the things that brought me into the world of networking, and I have a very checkered career, but what's landed me in the space of networking is the understanding that we had lost the art of conversation. And the art of conversation creates opportunities to collaborate. It creates opportunities to connect, as Carolyn has rightly said. And through my lifetime, I lived in New York for 7 years. I've lived in London for the best part of 20 years. I've traveled the world, and a lot of the time I spent on planes. And what happens when you sit on planes is you have those conversations, you sit and you connect. I have lifelong friends that I have made sitting beside them on journeys, and created that conversation that I learned and grew and connected. And then fast forward now into a life where we get locked in our homes or wherever we're based through COVID for 2 years. And it was that bell that went off, I'm sure, for everybody when they said, whether their business was stopped or halted, or whether they lost their jobs, whatever the scenario was, they went, oh, I didn't work on my network. I didn't nurture my network. I didn't take care of it. And now when I need it, now when I want to reach out and ask for help, I'm a bit stuck because I didn't look after it. And this is where we're now we're in a situation where people are seeing the value of making sure they look after their connections and collaborate. But it also has opened up the opportunities that we can do business without borders. And this is, look at us today. It is, we don't know what we don't yet know. So my invitation to our listeners here today is to be curious and get into those conversations, because you just do not know what's around the corner with the people you meet and connect with. Siobhan Fitzpatrick of the Networking Hub, based in Ireland, but working globally.
Ooh.
Stunning, stunning, stunning. Thank you so much. Guys, do you see why I'm nervous? I got her country wrong and her name. I mean, that must be some kind of record, right? But can you guys see the caliber of networking owner we got in the room right now? Like, oh my goodness.
Well, if we think about this space, okay, great. We're talking about collaboration. We're talking about networking, but we're not just people that talk, because just talking means nothing. Just talking means absolutely zero. So if you've got your listening ears on, we will create an opportunity to not only listen to what we're saying, but give you an opportunity to actually exercise and become involved and become part of.
Get to know all of us.
Get to know the space, get to know the people, and not just locally. Go global, broaden your horizons. We should mention the summit, but we'll keep it on the down low for now. But we will create that opportunity.
But something big is coming soon. Guys, I can tell you right now, you can connect with any of the people on the screen right now, and they have the ability to supercharge your business. Go to the description, click on the links in the description. These are the people you want by your side.
It literally is as simple as going, hi, I saw you on the Coffee Shop Conversation show. I really liked what you were talking about. Can we grab a virtual cup of coffee? That's it. It is so simple.
Absolutely incredible. And next, I'm so excited to go to Ottawa. Thank you, Bernie, for putting that on the screen so that I don't get your country wrong as well.
You can tell by my accent, I'm not from Ireland or Scotland. My name is Bernie Fransgert, Connect Ottawa. And one of the things I found, I spent about 36 years working in a healthcare institution, last 20 in business development. My only mistake in that space was not networking, especially the last few years. 2019 was the year of discovery. One of the groups I connected with used Zoom already then, not so much for pandemic, if you couldn't make it. And then in 2020, Connect Ottawa came forth, and it's been incredible. I've hopscopped all the way around. Carolyn's group, Grand Connection, awesome place. I went visiting there. Next thing you know, I'm in the UK, I'm in South Africa, I'm in the US, obviously, Australia. So the world's your oyster. Come hither. You make the connections. If you're curious, you want to learn new things, perfect space. It's so many things to leverage and in favor, and it's not all one way. It's mutual. It's a mutual share of information. It always has been. If you have that mindset, it flows well. And also the other thing is, don't go in with the expectation you're going to make a sale. Go in with the expectation you're going to learn something about somebody and something new. And that's super key. Because then everything's good. And for me, I'm a lateral thinker. So as things come up, I'm going, well, this fits this, that fits that. And that's the beauty of it. All right. And whenever I'm talking to someone on different platforms, they say, well, do you know about this place? Do you know about this space? And I end up sharing the links. It's worthwhile.
Thank you so much, Bernie. I love it. I love it that you also mentioned the not selling part of it.
Well, if you think about it, the way that sales used to work was sell, 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 sell. That way of doing business is, in my mind, dead. It's absolutely dead. And if it's not dead in your space, kill it. The way that it should be working is build relationship, build relationship, build relationship. The hard sell, nowadays people are not interested. They're not interested. Take the time to meet people. Take the time to actually figure out who they are. Give them an opportunity to learn who you are, not just what you're trying to sell, not just what your business is, who you actually are. The relationship will lead to more business than sell, sell, sell.
Mm-hmm. For sure. I mean, we meet so many people on LinkedIn on a daily basis, right? And I'm not even going to lie. There are so many people that as soon as they realize they can't sell me anything, they like, I'm not interested. I'm not talking to you anymore. And I'm like, I literally have access to like so many people that are directly in your target market. Why did you not continue the conversation? People are opportunities. You never know who someone else knows. And that's why it's all about the relationship. It takes nothing from you to have a 5-minute conversation. Okay, well, it takes 5 minutes. What is that in the grand scheme of things? It's nothing. And to make someone's day, to just say something positive or send a smile their way, that goes such a long way towards making a lasting impression. We had a call with someone today.
That was amazing.
He was a fantastic person. We got on so well. We were like, your opportunity isn't really for us right now, but we can introduce you to about 10 people that would absolutely jump at that opportunity. And he actually started, he was like, I have nothing to give you in return. Please don't.
Actually, shame, because the offer that he was offering us was absolutely incredible, but it was paid in pounds. And when we did the conversion, we would have to sell our house to take the opportunity, because we deal in South African rands. And once he saw the conversion, he was like, goodness me, I didn't realize. And he felt so bad that he was like, there's got to be something I can do for you. I'm like, well, it's absolutely fine. We just won't take the opportunity, but the opportunity is so brilliant. Let's just introduce you to people. He's a really cool guy.
Absolutely epic. Yeah. So that's what it's all about, guys. That's literally where the opportunities lie. On that note, let's move over to Natalie. Natalie, you've had your heart up. What's your thoughts on all of this?
Okay, well, we're talking to a power partner enthusiast of note, because the Explore Protech opened the door to Mink Life University. And I just spoke on power partner relationships at the very last Los Angeles conference. As a result of ending up with Mink Life, I met Carolyn and arrived on the Grand Connection. As a result of landing on the Grand Connection, I met Bernie. And well, what can I say? Traveling the world, I have now been exposed to the UK. I've been in Sydney. I've been to New Zealand. I've traveled Canada. I've been in Texas. And all of this in less than 6 months. I went from a South African business just launched to a global speaking platform that has just opened doors for me that have been epic for not just my business, but my personal growth. And if there's one thing, I just researched an article for that power partner relationships presentation. And that's that people are more likely to buy from you if they are referred by someone you know, someone they know, because they're already crossing the know, like, and trust barrier. You don't have to cold call. You don't have to hard sell. Everybody knows who you are already. As a result of attending all of these events, the people that you add to your tribe have already seen you in action. They know who you are. When you have that one-on-one to just seal it, explain to people who you are, and they can get that authentic touch, people start coming to you. It's like magnetic attraction. It switches on your flame and it just attracts people to you like you're a light. And the kind of people that come to you are the people that you want in your space. So when it comes to power partner relationships and collaboration, I just want to give you 3 things here. Collaboration is working jointly on an activity or a project. All right. Aptitude is your natural ability to do something. And reciprocation is a mutual exchange or return of like value. If you focus your power partner relationships and your networking experience around those 3 paradigms, you're going to step up to the platform and your power partners are going to be strong. They're going to be out there listening for what you do. You're not going to have to go out and try and find people to sell for you. You've got a global platform of thousands of people who are listening for you every single day because they know you're good at what you do and they know exactly who you are and where you fit. So it's to make sure that those power partners understand who you are, what you stand for, and what are the projects that you want to collaborate on. Because we might think that somebody wants to collaborate on a specific thing, but the picture might be different. So my little advice today is when you have those one-on-ones, ask the questions, delve into what they offer, delve into how they want to deliver it, and create a passion partnership where you're aligning energy and values to your own. And don't be scared to walk away if that collaboration isn't strong, powerful, and in line with what you want. Because just around the corner, that same person will refer you 20 other people that are aligned to your values. And that said, I have now crossed into moderating an entire conference this coming week with Mink Life, and it's going to be London. So why not be a part of all of these networking groups and play together? It just ignites that flame and makes you want to get up every day. Doesn't matter what shows up in your life. Look at what power you can find. And that's me, Natalie Clack, Just Be Coaching, Head Life Coach.
Thanks so much, Natalie. Thank you for those beautiful tips. I love that. Never assume, ask questions. Ask as many questions as possible. Learn as much about the other person as possible.
Why?
Because that's the only way you're going to add value.
Why?
Because Peter, I'm not doing this. Chris, over to you, our most fabulous, incredible, amazing coffee shop show producer.
Hello. Okay, so the beauty of things is the proof is always in the pudding. So I can only share a couple stories. And through networking and meeting amazing people, the first thing I learned is that very strong thing that stands out. You do not have to be alone. And I'm going to tie into that story very shortly. So I've had the opportunity to work and MC with Carolyn at a beautiful mixer, one of the people whose energy matches mine. So nice to meet somebody who feels so amazing about people and wants to share the passion and do it on the stage together. And we did it together. It was so amazing. And I got to do the same with Kerry from CIBN, and I met Ted, and we spoke about music for hours. Just so amazing. You get to meet awesome people from around the world, and you don't have to be alone. And that brings me to my story. In my business, where I'm at a bit of a place. I'm like, well, I've been doing this for a couple of years, and well, it's happening, but I'd like to step things up, and you know, and I put it out to our network, and I said, guys, here's where I'm at. Call out who can assist me, who would like to help me. I don't have money to pay you, but I've got some energy to share with you. And it got a bit awkward, I've got to be honest, because I had so many people come to me and say, Chris, I'm there, let's do a meeting. Chris, I want to meet you. My diary for the next week is so full with people from the tribe coming to me and saying, Chris, we want to help you. I want to help you. I want to help you. And now I'm in that awkward position because I asked for help and I can't exactly go to them and say, whoa, so Stephen Levy was the first in line and he was awesome and he arranged to meet with me like today in between meetings and was like, I have to see. But that's the power of networking. You know, you might be in the position where your business needs somebody, you need somebody to collaborate with, you need somebody to phone and just say, today was a hard day and vent. And that's the people who jumped in and said to me, I'm a business coach, I want to help you, book a meeting with me. I can't even tell you how many people phoned me and just said, Chris, are you okay? Do you need help? Now that makes you feel at the end of the day that you're not alone. And here we stand on the precipice of something absolutely huge and amazing. Networks of people who are like-minded, same values, who believe in the power of connection, collaboration, and networking, stepping together and saying, how are we going to make a difference in the world and build that global economy one business at a time? It takes one connection, one person, one thing. So the power of collaboration, the power of networking is something beyond anything. Go dip your toes in, go give it a try, find your place. There's a whole lot of options here. It could be with us, it could be with them, it could be with anyone, but you don't need to be alone. Find your space where you feel safe and good and where you fit in. And I tell you what, the world is your oyster from there because you'll never feel alone again. And that's the power of collaboration and networking. That's it for me, Chris Colby from Live to Dream. If you want to know, I'm in the description. Bye.
Thank you, Chris. What a beautiful story. And I'm so proud of everyone and everywhere right now, all the entrepreneurs that have reached out to actually help. It's just absolutely amazing. I'm seeing so many hearts on the screen. Everyone wants to get involved. Can we quickly just talk about the summit?
Well, okay. Well, first of all, the face of networking has changed. The way that it's been done throughout all the years is now no longer the way that it's done from this point onwards. I do decree. So it's become genuine. It's not, hi, this is my business. And hi, this is my business. Let's exchange business cards and let's do business.
And never call each other. It's going to be fantastic. Here's my card.
Yeah, no. The way of the future is meeting people that might not even fall in line with your business, building relationships with them, because you never know when that relationship is going to be the one that you either need yourself or you need to send to somebody else. You've got to make those connections. If you don't, and you are and you insist in being stuck in the old way of networking, well, be my guest, because in a very short period of time, you're going to be doing that all on your own.
So the cat's out of the bag, guys. We're having a summit to make this easier for all of you so that you can experience the kind of networking that Chris has spoken about, that Natalie has spoken about, that all of us have given you tips on. We are coming together and we're hosting one of the best, most amazing, incredible networking summits that the world has ever seen.
Maybe we should actually give Kerry a chance to explain the summit.
I think that's a very good idea.
I think that's a good idea.
Kerry?
All right. So I am so excited about the Global Evolution of Business Summit. I love the name. We came up with that together. I think it was mostly Bernie's idea. It's fabulous. We have decided, we're telling people all the time that you don't need to be competitive. You need to be collaborative. So we, as networking organization leaders and owners, decided to drink our own Kool-Aid and actually put that into motion to create the biggest networking summit on planet Earth to this date. So what we are going to be doing is we have so far 7 networking organizations that have joined in the fun, and also a lineup of amazing, top-notch, like A-list speakers that are going to be joining in. So this is April 19th to 22nd. And we are going to network your socks off. It is going to be so awesome. We have networking times throughout the week booked that each one of these groups, many of them are going to be hosting. We're all going to be participating. It's going to be so much fun. And you are going to learn things you never learned before. And if you book a meeting from the meeting, which I'm always telling people to book a meeting from the meeting, you are going to have so many meetings from participating in this summit. It's going to fill up your calendar and your bank account for weeks and months afterwards. So I don't know what you're doing on April 19th to 22nd, but cancel it and come and join us, because this is that important. Clear your calendar, come to everything you can for those 4 days and just knock it out of the park. I'm going to pick on Wendy Kraft here. I'm going to get her to unmute herself too and join in here, because Wendy is one of my chief collaborators who helps me get things done at CIBN. She's a massive networker, and she is like out there on the front lines, helping people learn how to network and helping and connecting them together all the time. Wendy, why are you excited about this summit?
Well, I'll tell you what, anything that just plain talk, anything that Kerry George does is done exquisitely well, business-wise, and you will profit by putting your all into it. She is an amazing networker herself. She knows the tech. She knows how to set everything up, and everything comes back to greater results. It's not just get the thing done. She's like this massive puzzle piece worker business-wise, and everyone receives a benefit of that when they just go with the flow with Kerry George and CIBN Connect. That's it. Well,
it's going to be so much fun, and I'm just so pleased because everything that we've been able to do at CIBN, I mean, all of these people have done as well in their own groups. And I'm going to tell you something. You hear coaches talk and you hear people talk about business and business gurus and experts. And I love business experts and coaches. I see we have Natalie and Stephen here. But imagine being around people who have seen hundreds and thousands of coaches over the last few years. Okay, there is nobody more connected than the ones who run these groups. Okay, so when you put Peter and Nestine and Isis and Chris and Carolyn and Siobhan and Bernie into a room with all of the other ones that are in here, okay, like they're like networking coaches on steroids. And none of us coach. We don't coach people. We actually refer people like the coaches. But we see more businesses every year than, like, seriously, I'm in front of thousands a year, thousands. And I have been for more than a decade. And these guys have been coming on the last couple of years, and they've been in meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. What can you do with that kind of wisdom all in the same room at the same time? Okay, it's a lot. It is seriously a lot. I don't know what else you're doing, but nothing is as important as this. Okay. Unless you're getting married. Okay. Your spouse might think that one's more important. Anything else? No, cancel it. Come the 19th to the 22nd. It is going to be amazing. You're going to be glad you did.
You know what, when I first started networking, I didn't like it at all. I visited a few places, and I was like, no, this can't be it. It cannot be like this. It would be like torture for the rest of my life. There have got to be people out there that are doing it a different way. To the point where we decided to actually create our own. And when we did, and we figured out who we are, what we're like, how we want to do things, what should the networking space look like for us? The moment we stepped into that space, we started meeting like-minded people. And then we developed those relationships with people that are like-minded. Now we have a space where like-minded people can get together and create something that is so much more powerful than any one of us as individuals. As individuals, we stand within our own authority. When we come together, we stand with the authority of what we can create together. So this is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible.
So super excited. Carrie, it's fine. I'm canceling everything for the whole 3 days, 4 days, all of it. I'll be there. 4 days.
4 days.
4 days, guys. 4 days to change your life in so many different ways. Mr. Levy, let's go over to you. And then, Isis, I've seen you hit that hot button like 1,000 times. You will be up next very shortly. Let's just quickly hear from the one and only Mr. Levy.
Well, after Kerry's intro to that summit, I was just thinking I've been married for 36 years, 4 months, excluding the 19th to the 22nd. My wife thinks we're going away together. So no, but yeah, you know, I was listening to everybody, and I looked on the screen, you know, when we came into the room, and then there's CIBN Connect and the Networking Hub and Grand Connection and Connect Ottawa, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. He's just sitting amongst a bunch of incredible networkers and connectors. And I think that's what it's all about. Is, you know, you spoke about networking and collaboration. I think it's networking first, because that's where you'll collaborate. But only after you've built, both of them are grounded in building relationships. I think everything we do is grounded in building relationships. And one takeout for me is that you must come to networking with what you can give. Come with a giving mindset, not a taking mindset. And if we all, because there's a lot that every single, I listened to all this incredible pearls of wisdom this evening, and there's so much to absorb and to learn from each other, and everybody's got something unique to offer the world. Doesn't matter if you're all coaches, you're all in the same industry, nobody will do it like you. So just come in and give of yourself. And if you can make a difference to one person in the group, it's fantastic. And I think that one of the great positives that have come out of COVID is exactly what's sitting on the screen here tonight. We would never have connected like this before. And if you can just step into it, it's the way of the world. And what a fantastic thing that COVID has done for us. It's connected us in isolation. Brilliant. So, yeah, I suppose that's why they call it, someone alluded to listening, someone alluded to talking, building relationships, but it's not called net listen or net talk or net this, it's called network. You've got to work it. You have to work the network. And I think collaborations, we must be really, we must be selective who we collaborate with and what that collaboration looks like. So we need to be clear, because unless it's a win-win, then it's not a collaboration, and it's not always in the form of financial win or gain. So yeah, I think that what Kerry, what Peter and Estine, certainly I've been with them for 2 years, just witnessed this expansion of their network and how they've connected with Kerry, George, Carolyn, I haven't met, but unfortunately missed the networking the other night, but I believe it was absolutely fantastic. So that's what it's about, guys. We got to network, and Chris said it. It's a lonely journey, but you don't have to travel it alone. There's people all over the world. So thank you, everybody, for the opportunity to connect with you. That's Stephen from Dare to Be Coaching and Beyond.
Thank you so much, Stephen. Stephen's being bashful. That's one of the best business coaches in the entire world. He coached us.
He would need to be the best coach in the entire world to coach us.
He coached us in our journey from building our business from less than nothing, right, Peter?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Like literally, guys, we were sleeping on a couch.
And you can only eat so much rice.
So, yeah, reminding us to work that networking, guys. That's what we're here for. Let's grow our businesses. Entrepreneurs are the way to save the global economy right now. Let's support all of you. Let's connect with all of you. Isis, looking at you.
Thank you, Nestine. Isis Latham, Evolution Business Development out of the US. And I couldn't let this conversation go by without talking about the whole time and money component, right? And people think that they're just going to walk into a collaboration environment and start shelling out business cards, throwing their information in the chat, and suddenly they're going to get something in return. Well, those of us who have been in this space longer, and I think who are dedicated to building relationships, recognize that there is a time investment that you're going to put in, like any kind of marketing environment. You're going to have to put an investment in. And so it's going to start off with that time, and time then starts to morph into something different, because some of it is going to be spent in one area, some of it's going to be spent in another, and then another. And you're going to start to learn where you enjoy yourself the most. And all of a sudden that time doesn't feel like much of an investment anymore. But then the money starts to roll in. And there's also going to be opportunities where you now start to utilize the services of other people in the network. So for instance, Peter, you were just saying that you worked with Stephen. He helped to grow you, which your dollars and his efforts collided in that moment, but continued to create residual effects that went way beyond what we could calculate an actual dollar doing. And that was the part that really got me excited. That was what made me go from being an attendee to having leadership within networking and saying, I gotta lead, because I know I'm going to get more if I develop my skills even more. And so that leadership then started to compound and gained me new business. I wasn't just giving business to other people, but now I was receiving business also. And every time I saw a dollar cross hands, and for us, it's $1, but every time I saw that happen, I went, oh my gosh, now that dollar has connected to it. All of the power and the passion and the excitement that individual gave with it, and then what was added to it once it was received, and then it's spent again and again and again. Well, I am the queen of compounding. I'm in finance. I love money. I love being able to create more. And $1 is $1 until we have added it into a networking environment, and suddenly it has taken on. It could be unlimited, honestly, because it never has to stop. And so that was what I wanted to share. Evolution Business Development, where you come to grow. Thank you.
Incredible. I love that. Isis, thank you so much for sharing that. I'm also from the world of finance. So now you've it's something like, we need to talk about this. This is awesome. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Cool. So next up, let's see if I can please get it right this time. So all the way from Ireland, Siobhan, how's that?
Perfectly. It's like you speak Gaelic. I'm just incredibly impressed. There's so much is being shared here, and I know the topic was networking and collaboration. Each person has brought something new and of value, and a couple of things I'd like to pick up on and explore a little further. Peter, you mentioned it about not liking networking, and This is something many people suffer from, and it stops them. That just stops them in their tracks. They say, nope, don't like it, can't connect to it. Zoom, through COVID, they've learned to maybe do it because for the introverts especially, it's a little easier when it's in their own space and they're not in a whole room and the energy is not being zapped out of them. But what I will say is, and this screen just highlights it, find your tribe. There are different networks, all adding value in their own unique way. There's not one better than the other. We are all offering something that will matter to you. And the other thing I'm going to add to that is, don't be a member of one. Be a member of as many as you need. Know your goals, know where you're going, know what you're bringing to the table, because Stephen said it. It's about giving. So know what you're bringing to the table. Know how you can help. And if the tribe in the room is your tribe and you can help them, you found your place. You found your community and you help build it. Be a member of many. And once, it's okay to go around and try it. And I think I'm going to mention the summit here because every single person on the screen is going to be there. You're going to be able to talk to these people. You're going to be able to test the waters and see what network might be right for you. But remember that once you find them, commit. None of this showing up once, twice, maybe once a year. Doesn't work. You need to be consistent. As much as you're consistent for your business, you need to be consistent in your networking. Siobhan Fitzpatrick from Ireland, signing out.
Thank you so much, Siobhan. Awesome tips. Absolutely love that. Guys, everything that Siobhan said and more, come and try it out. Come and connect with us. Connect with us now already on LinkedIn, and then also click on the very special link in the description below that takes you directly to where you can register for SAIT Summit. It's going to be absolutely amazing. You're going to love it. You have to do this, guys. And just before we wrap up, I just quickly want to give this person a chance to speak as well, because this is our queen of networking.
We have our own queen.
And she's in charge of engaging in the summit from our side. So she's looking after all the arrangements from our side. She's absolutely fantastic. Megan, one of the best networkers in the whole world. Let's hear from you.
Thanks, Nestine. I just wanted to add my little bit to that. I think one of the best pieces of advice I've gotten in the short period of time I've been in business most recently is to put it out there. Just put yourself out there and put what you're looking for out there. And if you align to that and you build towards it and you action yourself towards it, someone out there is on the other end to receive it and to assist you in getting there. And so along with your marketing visibility and all the normal stuff that we do as entrepreneurs, I think that's been one of the best places for me to pick that up is through the networking that I've been doing through Explore Protech and all the other groups that I'm a part of, so that I can put it out there. And obviously my message goes all the way to Ottawa, all the way to Ireland, all the way to the US and UK and everywhere else that I choose to network. And yes, I've had the fantastic experience of having coffees with many of the people on the screen, most of them in fact. And it's amazing how you truly connect with that person and you discover on a very personal and social level what they are like. And I think that is ultimately the key to it, is the coffee first, business later that everybody's describing. It's imperative that you build that connection first, I think, even before you go to the word of mouth referrals and the business referrals, and move it from that point on. And having always been a person that loves building relationships, the second I was introduced to a networking space like this was the best thing I could have done for my business. So definitely join us and see you guys at the summit. And just remember, our monthly GOSN event is going to be smack bang in the middle of the fantastic summit this month. So looking forward to it. Thank you. Megan from Megan Creative, Copy and Content Writing. Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Megan. Guys, this has been incredible. Chris, I'm sorry. We have 2 minutes left. Can we just please quickly hear from Carolyn? Carolyn, Chris is probably going to kill me for this, but go for it.
Okay, I'm going to speak quickly. I'm really used to that. It's just around the concept of networking and just one other idea. So if there's people listening to this that have never networked before, that this is the safest, the easiest, and the simplest way to network. You will be a part of a big group. You can speak or not. You will be a part of breakout rooms, which are very intimate and small, so you can share and learn and connect. And really, honestly, I just want to let you know, the way to grow your business is stretching out of your comfort zone. So come and connect with all of us, find your tribe, find your homes, and find the place that you can learn, grow, and expand your business to reach more people and make a bigger difference in the world. Thank you.
Epic! Thank you, Carolyn! And Siobhan, I'm going to not stop saying your name, Siobhan, because I'm very good at pronouncing your name, Siobhan, from Ireland. So Siobhan said in the chat, she says, it's not who you know, it's not who knows you, it's who knows what you know. How amazing is that, guys? So that's what we're going to be doing at the Networking Summit. People, these are the best, most amazing, incredible, fun, authentic, caring, collaborative business networking owners in the whole entire world. We've spent a whole hour with them. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Well, if you think about it, I mean, we've spent a long time building these connections, and you can build them all at the click of a link.
You're welcome. Description below, all the LinkedIn links down in the description. Go connect, and remember to register for this amazing summit coming your way. You're gonna love it. Gonna be fabulous. Guys, we love you. We'll be here again next week, same time, same place. As always, come and have coffee with your best friends in the whole wide world. This is where you get to connect with entrepreneurs from around the world, and we just chat about entrepreneurial stuff, because why not?
Why not?
May all your wildest entrepreneurial dreams come true. See you again next week.